and she doesn't respond, and he says, "But why?" She doesn't have to respond.
Yeah.
He hasn't earned that.
I've had people ask me that, like, when I'm playing something, and they're just, "But why?" And I'm like, none of your god-darn business. Like, it's none of your business why I'm saying that. So, just stop asking.
And that sort of thing, guys think is okay. And they don't see it as stalking behavior. But it's really only one step from something like that to the act of stalking somebody.
One thing that I think should be told to people is, I've noticed that a lot of guys, actually are told not to show emotion, or people are really toxic to guys a lot. And what I want to say is, to the guys out there, and to my father, I don't know if he told me this, but show emotion, because it might end up being something really bad in your future if, like, keep not showing emotion. You think you'll have to blah blah blah, do this, be a bad person. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that other people, because you are you, and that is final. You are the only one that makes decisions for you. Anyway, I'll shut up and move on to the next story.
What? No! Tell your story. I was just the cat wagging his tail over the bowl, like, okay, I'm done with it. Oh, I bathed myself.
I bathed my face so I don't have to do it. Number two. Oh. Alright. Lori, Show, and Lisa Michelle Lambert. Oh, there's a lot of Lauras and Loris.
I know.
Here.
What? Are you trying to tell me something?
No.
I'm confused.
No. These are just the only names I could say.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this one. Go.
I don't know. But, yeah, these are the only 3 names I could say. Well, 4. I could have last year. But, whatever. It doesn't matter. Typically, when we think about the word stalking, what comes to mind is a deranged man obsessed with a woman, which is not very fair, but I can see where they're coming from. Intimidating her and terrorizing her life. In 1991, this one was before the other one, just a bit.
It was after the other one by just a bit, because...
The other one was in the 80s.
Right.
1984, then this... Right. Lisa Michelle Lambert shocked us with her fatal jealousy and obsessive stalking of her high school classmate, 16-year-old Lori Show, and forever making us change the way we think about stalking. So, apparently, both Laura and Lori, both of them, are the culprits? No, the victim. The victim in that situation.
Yeah.
So, I feel bad for Laura and Lori. I'm sorry, Carol.
Anyway, moving on.
Show and Lambert were friends for a brief period of time until Lambert grew unreasonably jealous of Show for thinking that she was after her on and off his boyfriend, Lawrence Youngkin. Which I don't want to be with a guy named Youngkin, because if I was at a workplace, I'd be like, my boss would be like, Miss Youngkin, can you please come to the office? I'm like, no, I will not. Do not. No, I do not. Why did I marry this person? That is such a weird last name. For anyone who has the last name is Youngkin, I'm so sorry. But,
I heard worse, but go ahead. Wow.
Yeah, you just made them feel very bad. Maybe they liked their name, but then you said all that, and they're like, yeah, she's right. My name does suck.
Oh my god! If one of our listeners has the last name Youngkin, I am so sorry.
If she's not sorry for what she said, she's sorry you have the last name Youngkin.
Why are you being so mean? I'm trying to apologize! Yeah! I'm just trying to apologize. No. But it's okay, because I love you anyway. Lori briefly dated Youngkin over the summer. He and Lambert were not together. She ended it after being sexually assaulted by him, and even confided in her mother about the attack. See, this man isn't even a good man. I'm glad that I made fun of his last name.
Fair enough.
I don't want to. No. Youngkin and Lisa Michelle Lambert, who became pregnant with her child, got back together shortly after.
Just, okay.
What? I will be a happy, healthy, single mother, thank you very much. I do not want a man who sexually assaulted me. No, thank you. Goodbye. I'll never see you again. Joe wasn't interested in Youngkin and wanted nothing to do with him after the attack. But Lambert remained paranoid and jealous of Lori. She devoted herself to stalking and harassing her. He would show up at work and verbally assault her, taunt her with unsettling phone calls, threaten her openly in public, and sometimes even with death threats, and physical violence. Lori's mother, Hazel, attempted to file charges against Lambert, but this did nothing to stop. On December 21st, 1991, Hazel received a phone call from the school counselor requesting she come to a meeting to discuss Lori. The phone call was vulnerable and alone. And an impersonation by Lambert, and an impersonation by Lambert. Hazel returned home to discover her daughter agonizing as she fled. She managed to tell her mother the name of her attacker by murmuring her final words, Michelle. She had been stabbed several times, and her throat had been slashed. Michelle was an accomplice, Tabitha Buck, were arrested the next day, and so was Youngkin, who took the girls to Lori's home that day.
Oh, Lord.
He testified against the girls, stating that Buck slashed the victim's throat after both her and Michelle stabbed her and collapsed one of her lungs. He received a lesser sentence for his testimony, which isn't fair, by the way, because he sexually assaulted one of those girls. And Lambert and Buck both received a life sentence without possibility of parole.
Parole.
Now,
Just trust me, there's a lot of peril in prison.
This is the girl that killed her. Was obsessively stalking.
Yep.
And the other guy, Richard Farley.
Yep.
Now, what did you think about
I'd seen it on like Deadly Women or one of those episodes, and it's certainly stalking and it's certainly weird, but it's a little different. In this case, the obsession is about how this person is perceived going after her man, right? Whether she is or not. And from what you've said, it didn't sound like she was. And she had a very a very big overreaction to that fear. And, may have been compounded by not liking the girl in the first place, or it could have just been compounded by the fact that she felt like she was in a competition with this girl for her boyfriend's affection. So definitely not a fan, but it's not quite the same. It's not the same level of obsession. And in fact, like,
it was more jealousy stalk.
Right. It was more based on jealousy. And if the girl had moved away, or if it had been timed differently and she went to college or something, if she'd gotten out of the area, I think she would have been safe.
But then again, she wants to school. If she saw something wrong with the person and she didn't move, that's her fault. But I understand if the girl was being extremely nice and how she normally is, and she didn't do something.
Right. Yeah, and in that situation too, it's okay. But part of that situation too is that I don't know if I'd notice if a potential romantic rival was against me.
Neither, especially if
unless.
I'd be like, oh, cool, this person likes me again.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd pick that up. Not at that level anyway.
But I don't. I don't think you're necessarily right. I think that this girl, she had the guy. She was pregnant. She had the guy. She didn't, there was no reason for her to keep going after this girl. And the mother tried to file a police report and everything else. They tried to do everything right. And this chickie could not let it go. And kept going after this girl. And I think that was the issue.
Yeah, if the mom knew what was going on, the question is, why didn't she move away?
Can we just move away?
Yeah.
No. Can we just move away? Exactly. That's a great thought, but if you don't have anywhere to go, it's, we don't know what their life was. So she has a job that she makes money that she can't make, just move and make somewhere else. They could own their home.
Yeah,
there are 1,000 reasons why they can't just get up and move.
Lisa did have a boyfriend and was pregnant, so I don't understand why she's kind of where was the jealousy coming from?
And even if she had moved, at that point, if she's still going after her, even though she's got everything, this girl's walked away and she can't let it go.
Yeah, I can see.
Well, I'm just saying, in her case, out of sight would have been out of mind. If they could have gotten, if if they could have gotten her out of sight, she'd have been